Hello, dear friends. Today, we're going to dive into 15 super useful daily life English phrases that will make you sound more natural and confident. Think of this as a fun little adventure where we'll explore these phrases together, like telling a story. So, get comfy, grab a snack, and let's get started. English can sometimes feel like a puzzle, but don't worry. I'm here to make it fun and easy. Let's jump right in. First up, we have, what's up? Imagine you're walking down a sunny street in London and you bump into your friend, Daisy. Instead of saying, how are you? You can casually say, hey Daisy, what's up? It's a friendly way to ask what's happening. Daisy might reply, not much, just heading to the bakery. Next, let's look at long time no see. Imagine you're visiting New York City and you run into your old school friend, Max, at Central Park. You can say, Max, long time no see. This phrase is perfect for when you haven't seen someone in a while. Max might say, I know, right? How have you been? Or imagine bumping into an old friend at a park in London. Instead of just saying, hello, you say, long time no see. It means you haven't seen them in a while, and it's a great way to reconnect. Now, let's talk about I'm beat. After a long day of exploring Tokyo, you might tell your travel buddy, Lily, I'm beat. Let's head back to the hotel. This means you're really tired and need to rest. Lily might agree, me too, my feet are killing me. Also, tired after a long day? Say this instead of, I'm exhausted. Example, I just finished my project, I'm beat. Or after hiking in Sydney, Ollie says, that mountain was amazing, but I'm beat. Let's rest. Moving on, we have, it's a piece of cake. No, we're not eating cake. This phrase means something is very easy. If someone asks, was the test hard? You can say, no, it was a piece of cake. If you're learning to bake in Paris and you find a recipe super easy, you can say, this croissant recipe is a piece of cake. It means the task is very simple. Your friend Leo might say, that's great. I always struggle with baking. Then we have, let's call it a night. Imagine it's late. You're out with friends in New York, and you're all tired. Instead of saying, let's stop for today, say, let's call it a night. Also, after a fun evening at a cafe in Rome, you might say to your friend Bella, it's getting late, let's call it a night. This means it's time to stop and go home. Bella might reply, agreed, I'm ready for bed. Next, I'm running late. Picture this. You're in Barcelona, a city buzzing with gaudy-esque whimsical architecture and the salty breeze from the Mediterranean. You promised your friend Oliver you'd meet at the Picasso Museum by noon, but life happened. The streets are jammed. A parade of drummers dances down La Rambla, taxis honk, and your phone buzzes. It's Oliver. Hey, where are you? The line for the exhibit is getting long. Your heart races. You glance at the clock, 12:10 p.m. You fumble with your phone, typing quickly, sorry, Oliver, I'm running late. Got stuck behind a parade. I'll sprint there in 15 minutes, save me a spot. Now imagine Oliver's reply, no worries. I'll grab us coffees. But hurry, the gallery closes in an hour. Relief washes over you. You hop out of the taxi, dash past street artists painting flamenco dancers, and finally spot Oliver grinning by the museum steps, 2 steaming cups in hand. Took you long enough, he jokes. You laugh, breathless, blame Barcelona's chaos, not me. Hold on a second is a phrase you can use when you need someone to wait. If you're on the phone with your friend, Sophia, planning a trip to Sydney and you need to check something, you can say, hold on a second, Sophia, let me check the flight prices. It slipped my mind is perfect for when you forget something. If you forgot to buy tickets for a show in Berlin, you might say to your friend, Noah, oh no, it totally slipped my mind to buy the tickets. I'm all ears means you're ready to listen. Imagine you're sitting in a cozy little cafe in Toronto, the kind with mismatched chairs and the smell of freshly baked cinnamon buns in the air. Outside, snowflakes are dancing in the winter light, and your friend Chloe bursts through the door, her cheeks rosy from the cold. She plops down across from you, her eyes sparkling with excitement. I have so much to tell you, she says, unwrapping her scarf in a hurry. You push your hot chocolate aside, lean in with a smile, and say, go ahead, Chloe, I'm all ears. And just like that, you've created the perfect space for her to share. Maybe she'll tell you about the hilarious mix-up at the coffee shop that morning, or the surprise job offer she just got, or how she accidentally took the wrong subway and ended up on the other side of the city. Whatever it is, your words, I'm all ears, tell her, I'm here, I'm present, and your story matters to me. Why this phrase is magic. I'm all ears isn't just a phrase, it's an invitation. It turns an ordinary chat into a moment of connection. Whether you're on a video call with your sister in Mumbai, listening to your coworker vent about a tough day, or even comforting a friend who's had a rough week, these 3 little words say, I'm listening and I care. Use it when your best friend starts a sentence with, okay, don't freak out, but your little cousin whispers, I have a secret. Your grandpa begins, back in my day. It works everywhere, from a park bench in Paris to a rooftop bar in Bangkok. And if you really want to make it special, add a warm tone, put your phone away, and give them your full attention. That's when the real magic happens. Headphone soundtrack for this moment. Imagine soft jazz playing in the cafe, the clink of spoons against mugs, and Chloe's voice rising and falling as she tells her story, the kind of moment that feels like a hug for the soul. P.S. Next time someone says, can I tell you something? Surprise them with a grin and, I'm all ears. Watch how their face lights up. It's on me is used when you want to pay for something. If you're at a restaurant in Dublin with your friend, Finn, you can say, don't worry, Finn, lunch is on me. Let's play it by ear means you'll decide later. If you're not sure what to do in Edinburgh, you can say to your friend Isla, let's play it by ear and see what we feel like doing. I'm feeling under the weather is a polite way to say you're not feeling well. If you're sick in Amsterdam, you might tell your friend Ethan, I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, so I'll stay in. Let's hit the hay means it's time to go to bed. After a long day in Vienna, you can say to your friend Mia, it's been a long day, let's hit the hay. It's not a big deal means something isn't important. If your friend, Liam, apologizes for spilling coffee in Prague, you can say, it's not a big deal, Liam. Don't worry about it. And finally, we have, I'm just pulling your leg. This is a classic phrase for when you're being playful and teasing someone. Imagine this. You're strolling through the charming canals of Venice with your friend, Ava. The sun is setting, casting a golden glow on the water, and you decide to have a little fun. You turn to Ava, your eyes wide with mock seriousness, and say, Ava, you won't believe what I just saw. A dog, a golden retriever, wearing a tiny gondolier hat, and it was talking. It asked me for directions to St. Mark's Square. Ava's eyes widen in disbelief. Maybe she even stops walking, her jaw dropping a little. Seeing her reaction, you burst out laughing and say, relax, Ava, I'm just pulling your leg. There are no talking dogs in Venice, as far as I know. This phrase lets her know you were only kidding, adding a light-hearted touch to your conversation. So there you have it, 15 everyday English phrases to help you sound more natural. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try using these phrases in your daily conversations. Happy learning! If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and share it with your friends who are also learning English. Your support helps us bring more fun and easy lessons for you. See you soon.